Good evening, everybody. The Governor's Commission of Hispanic and Latin American Community Affairs special call meeting. One more. Here we go. People are still filing in. Here we go. Wow, that's everybody. I'd like to call our hello. I'd like to call our meeting to order. I think that was everybody here. Good evening and welcome. This is exciting. We have a lot to discuss today. This is our agenda. Once again, I'd like to remind everyone of our procedures. Should you wish for me to yield the floor to you, please raise your hand using the raise hand function on Zoom, and we'll take it from there. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. And so to begin with, I'd like to just thank everybody for the incredible work on the roundtables that we're going to be discussing today, as well as for reviewing the bylaws which we've drafted and we've sought approval for from GOSI. And so we'll be voting on those today, as well as the HAPCOA MOU. And so but first and foremost, it's my absolute pleasure to introduce our administrative director, who has recently joined us. I've had wonderful conversations with Sylvia so far, and I think that she's going to be a wonderful asset to our team. And so, Sylvia, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you, Cher. So, hi everyone. Good evening, or buenas tardes, I should say. My name is Silvia Gomez Deicha. As the Chair was mentioned, I am the new Admin Director for the Hispanic and Latin Affairs. This is my first commissioner meeting. I'm so excited to be here. I also have the opportunity to speak individually with some of you, but for those that I have not spoken with yet, I'm going to continue with my one-on-ones on the following days. Most likely just an introduction and to know what brought you here in participating in this commission. And in general, just in behalf of the GOSI office, the Government Office of Community Initiatives, I just want to say thank you everyone for your time and your commitment. And that's it for me. We can continue, Share. Share, you're muted.
Sorry, I was
Sorry.
writing. Okay.
Sorry, go ahead, Cheryl. Did you have a comment?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Thank you, Sylvia. It's a pleasure to have you here. And we're just excited for the administrative support that we'll be receiving from GOSI through you. And so just wonderful. And we can't wait to continue to build upon our relationship with you and through a lot of the programs that we have in store. As you can tell already from your first a week or two in, we're an incredibly busy and active, motivated commission. And so thank you again for your hard work. Yeah, and all of the exciting events that we have to follow. All right, and so I'd like to then move on to then item number 3. I will now entertain a motion to approve the MOU by, is it HAPCOA or is it HAPCOA? I'm not sure how to say that, but in support of the Faith in Blue initiative. And so may I have a motion?
This is Gabe Moreno, motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second, this is Vice Chair Gabrielle.
Thank you very much. The motion has been moved and seconded, and so discussion is now open. Vice Chair, would you like to speak on this a little bit?
Sure. Thank you for that, Chair Chinona. We have been working in connection with Chief Greg Yancey a little bit regarding HEPCOA or Faith in Blue. They are an organization that assists Maryland with medical equipment, be it wheelchairs, walkers, hospital beds, and so forth. So the intent is to help them promote their services as well through the commission. If we see any gaps or any ways that we can facilitate for these medical items to go to the appropriate organizations, this will help bridge that gap. So I would also like to open up the floor to Chief Yancey if he would like to chime in as well.
Chief, any comment on the bill? Excuse me, on the Faith in Blue MOU.
Yes, and thank you, Vice Chair. You know what they say about seeing is believing. I already had a good idea from Vice Chair about the program, but to actually be there and to see the resources that were there as far as the medical equipment, and they're giving this away free. The facilities, the packing, whether it's nationally or domestically or internationally. It just seems like an incredible program. And so, Chair, I've seen it pronounced both ways, HAPCOA or HAPCOA. So, Hispanic American Command Officer Association. And Faith in Blue is also a network of law enforcement as well as clergy. And so they do programs throughout the country where they're bringing these two different entities together to do a lot of good in the community. So,
Thank you very much, Chief. Any further discussion on the MOU with HEPCOA? Seeing none, we will now proceed to a vote. All those in favor of the MOU, please raise your hand using the reaction button as so. All right.
Need Commissioner Rivera, Commissioner Altamirano, Commissioner Toro, Commissioner Marino,
Are you guys
Commissioner Macy.
for?
Need to raise your hands.
Well, I don't think they have to raise their hands. They can abstain, but
Well, if they approve.
if they
I
Sorry.
approve. This is Commissioner Rivera. I'm just having trouble finding the hand raise button on my phone because
Yeah,
I
same
am
thing
on my
here.
phone.
Same thing here. I approve.
all right. It looks like it was passed with a unanimous majority. The motion has passed. Thank you very much, everybody. You can lower your hands. All right. Next on the agenda is the motion to approve the all counties roundtable discussions. May I have a motion to approve the roundtable initiative as proposed?
This is Dr. Rios. I'd like to motion to approve the roundtable as is.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Rios. May I have a second?
Gabe Moreno, second.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Moreno. The motion has been moved and seconded. Are there any discussions? Commissioner Simbala, I'll turn it to you.
Yeah, I really didn't have anything to say. I'm sorry. I think I just kept my hand up by mistake.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
got it. Uh, Commissioner Hernandez, anything from you? I know we have been a lot going on. You've been spearheading this operation. Thank you so much again for your incredibly hard work in driving this. We cannot hear you though. No problem. I'll turn it over to our Vice Chair, Argoti Fernandez, until you get your mic situated.
Yep, thank you for that. I just wanted to echo what you just said, Chair Chanona. The amount of work that's happened behind the scenes to make this come to fruition has been a really needed and really just admirable for me to see it flow. So thank you to everyone that has participated in one way or another. As you all know, we've been working a lot, and it's going to be awesome to connect directly with the community. So big shout out to all of you for this. Excited for all of this. This is just the beginning. So please know that this is going to be an ongoing project. And I thank you in advance for all of that. And Chair Hernandez, Lena, if you are available, you can chime in as well. If not, thank you once again.
Can you guys hear me now?
You can.
Yes.
There's probably going to be some feedback. Give me 1 second.
You're
Okay.
good.
There we go. Just yes, thank you. Really, just more as a reminder, we're kicking off with our first roundtable discussion this Wednesday. We do already have commissioners that are signed up to do some key roles, but all of the commissioners are welcome to sit in on that conversation if you're available. It is during the day, but following this first one, we are moving to evening meetings. So please make sure you're checking the planning documents. These are live documents. We're updating them regularly. You can sign up for the counties that hopefully you reside in, but also any other counties that you're available to help participate in. And then the last part or reminder would be is to make sure that you are updating the tracker where we are capturing the folks that we want to invite to the various discussions and that your folks are making it on that list. The only caveat there is that we are going to hold off on inviting any elected officials. We really want to hear from local community leaders. And we can share the information with electeds, but we as a group have decided that we do not want the elected officials in this conversation for now. So just so, I think this is the first time we have almost all of the commissioners on one call, so I'm taking advantage of all of the directions that I can while I have your attention. Thanks again to everyone on the subcommittee. They've been amazing in getting us to this point, and Javier, you and Gabby are taking the lead on this first one, so super excited that we've gotten to this point. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Hernandez. And just to echo the absolute need for populating the outreach roster. It's that spreadsheet that the roundtable tracker, MD-roundtable tracker. Let's populate that with everyone in your network that you would like for us to include those leaders in our community that we're bringing to the table. And so please do so that we have as many voices present at these roundtables as possible. Thank you very much. Any further discussion on our roundtables? Seeing none, then let's proceed to a vote. All in favor on the all counties roundtable discussions? You can just use your hand. There we go. Thank you very much. It looks like the motion and initiative has passed with overwhelming majority. Thank you very much, everybody. All right, next on our agenda is an open discussion regarding the commission's bylaws. And so first of all, and I know that these were kind of last minute. We can discuss and vote on the bylaws either this week or at the next commission meeting, however folks feel comfortable, because I was able to just update the bylaws half an hour prior to this meeting. I got the track changes version from GOSI at 5:15, and so I know there was a very quick turnaround for those bylaws. Um, I'm so yeah, open to discussion as to whether we think we're ready or whether we should table it for the next meeting. All right, Javier would like it for the next meeting. That's fine. And so I'm fine with tabling the discussion. And one part of the bylaws that did come up is from GOSI, if there's a way for us to include as part of the bylaws um, during legislative session for GOSI to and maybe for Sylvia to be able to alert us as to the bills that are being proposed during the legislative session that may impact our community. We would like to participate in that discussion, but it's hard for any individual on the commission to be able to to track those bills. There was some precedent from our former administrative director in doing so. Is that something that GOSI will continue to do?
I could jump in here, if that's okay. To some degree, yes. That is, we've had conversations regarding whether it was language access or whether it was regarding the GED program. So yes, there are some things that we do, but as far as having an absolute obligation, there are so many bills that come through, so many different things that may impact directly or indirectly. When you talk about healthcare, education, so I cannot say, and I hate to use this, what people say, lawyers use weasel words here. Um, yes, we will be looking. We do try to monitor as best we can, but we cannot promise to say we're taking on an absolute obligation to pass that on to you. There are some things that it's going to be a two-way street. There are some things that we identify and say, hey, this is something that is pertinent to you, especially when we know there is feedback, whether the governor or the governor's the executive team is looking for feedback from all of you on some issues, by all means, or even us as an office, we would be doing that naturally. But there's also going to be some things that you notice or that you find out or that you even propose or that you talk to someone in the community that has this great idea. Or you see a difference between where we are as a legislator, where they are as a government and where our resources are, and that there may be a gap. And so those gaps that you identified, you will be pointing them out.
Thank you, Chief. Appreciate your input. Commissioner Rios and then Commissioner Simba.
I do apologize. I had my hand up, but thank
Got
you.
it.
I'll lower it.
Commissioner Simbala? Same?
Yeah,
Okay.
question like regarding this specific I guess activity. Um Example, right now Baltimore City was going into budget hearings, and we were discussing, and I heard that they were not allocating an amount for resources for children, for unaccompanied minors. So now I was speaking with a couple of council people about this. So like me in my position as a commissioner, could I have attended that budget hearing and spoken to that assembly that we believe as commissioner that or as the commission, whatever, we want funds allocated to that specific thing? Like just an example of like what I'm trying to understand and how to use this role effectively. So that's kind of my question. Like this is a scenario, right? And I'm wondering what then if if I'm asked to come and speak, can I do that in the capacity as a commissioner? And I'll stop there with my question.
So it sounds like you may. So I think that in your capacity as a commissioner, you just have to fill out the event form that was sent out a while back. Any other comment on that, Chief?
Okay. Well, the thing is, okay, just wanna send a reminder that the primary, I guess, responsibility of the commission is to advise the governor. And so when we look at some of the forms of advocacy, that's where we also can get into policy and other aspects that go beyond. And so, as Chair Chinona said, just to send in the form, make the request, we get an idea of the topics and what will take place. So, and then, of course, some things require the vote of the commission as well. And so the commission may not agree to certain things or, certain statements or so. So, but yes, we can talk some more about that and as far as later, the process, but we do have the form. And I'm going to kick this over to our Ethnic Affairs Director. If Director Colston, if there's something else that you would like to add to this conversation.
Thank you, Chief of Staff Yancey. I would just always encourage everyone to take a look at the handbook for the commissioners concerning the Governor's Office Community Initiatives. Always encourage that there be dialogue between your administrative director as well as the approval processes that go into play concerning you attending an event as a commissioner. I always feel like it's great to be a person that can go there, collect information, and bring information back to your commission. So that way that there could be possible discussions and there could hypothetically be initiations of motions, discussion, and then votes on what the commission as the body supports from a majority point of view. So those are the kind of things I would request that any commissioner under GOCI would do. First and foremost, commissioner handbook. Second, the approval processes that come into play. And second, that dialogue between you, the administrative director, and your commissioners as a whole, moving forward with any type of discussionary or voting situations. And that's my input at this point.
Excellent. Could we get a digital version of the handbook? I feel like I only have the printed copy that was
I
included
can
in
work on
our.
that for sure.
That'd be great. Thank you. And we can send that out. All right, so then we are going to then task everyone to please read the latest version of the bylaws. And we'll add voting on the commission bylaws on the next meeting's agenda. Any further discussion on the bylaws? All right. Hearing none, then that concludes the agenda for tonight's meeting. May I have a motion to adjourn?
Dr. Rios,
I
a motion
motion.
to adjourn.
It's a whole
Second.
plugging.
Excellent. Thank you. May I have so that was Commissioner Rios, is that right? And then Commissioner Moreno.
It's worth it. I'm
second?
kind of
Yes.
excited about it
Yes.
because
Got it. Thank you very much. So we had Commissioner Rios' motion, Commissioner Moreno second the motion. All those in favor of adjourning, please raise your hand. They have to vote. No, give me 1 second. Oh. Okay.
you don't like that. I don't like that for everyone. Poor baby.
All right. I think that's everybody. Thank you all. I think this meeting is now adjourned. at 6:26 p.m. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Chair Tanono, for your
Bye,
support.
everybody. Have a
Thank
good
you,
night.
Have a wonderful evening.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.